And let me tell you something. I was one of those lifelong Democrats. I started voting at 18, voted in every election, voted Democrat in every election except this last one because I'm just tired. I'm tired of the same old thing happening from the Democratic Party. I'm so glad that President Trump is now delivering on some of his promises.
Never too much, never too much, never too.
Yeah, I thought this would be a good topic. Trump
Word,
cleaning
well,
up.
Trump cleaning up. The saga continues, man. Let's pull it up and let's just check it out. Let's let the video do the talking.
If you're in the country illegally, you're on the table because it's not okay to, violate laws of this country. You got to remember, every time you enter this country illegally, you violated a crime under Title 8 United States Code 1325. It's a crime. So if you're in the country illegally, you got a problem. And that's why I'm hoping those who are in the country illegally who have not been ordered removed by the federal judge should leave.
Firm message there from Border Czar Tom Homeland
That's
on
right.
one of the Sunday talk shows over the weekend, throwing down the gauntlet. He was in Chicago over the weekend as federal agents began their targeted immigration enforcement operations in the Democrat-run city. Joining us now is Kata Truss, a Chicago resident. Kata, thank you for coming back on. And your reaction to what you saw happening in your city after speaking up about this as long as you have over the weekend.
My reaction has been somewhat excitement, but then also, you can't see this happening and not have your heart hurt for some of the people who are going to be deported. And that's for the people who are hardworking, people who have come to this country. Now, those criminals who came here, which is what Tom Homan is targeting right now, we feel good about the fact that they're being taken back to their countries and taken out of our neighborhoods. We are already dealing with high crime. And so it's good to know that someone has our back. I've been listening to our mayor and our governor the last couple of days, basically doubling down on not even being willing to assist in helping them to get criminals out of our community. And one of the things that you'll hear Mayor Brian Johnson say, that crime is down in the city of Chicago. I live approximately 3 blocks from the mayor, and my husband was carjacked in front of our house on Monday. So I don't need to hear people talking to me about how we're being insensitive to other people when we're fighting our own issues right here in our community. And so to compile those with criminals from other places is unacceptable.
Yeah,
so we're excited about that.
Yeah, well, I mean, as you know, the administration has said, and you heard Tom Homan there, these initial arrests and deportations are targeted. They are going after criminals, known criminals, and those who have obviously committed illegal acts, even have ties to gangs. To your point, this is the mayor of your city, Brandon Johnson, defiant. Listen.
We are a welcoming city, and we are a sanctuary city. We are a sanctuary and welcoming state. That has not changed because of who won the election. And that's not going to change. Any of the measures
Lock his ass
the
up,
president is looking to execute against working people in the city of Chicago,
Working people.
we will defend our city. It's just that simple.
Are there any Chicago residents who are opposed to this administration coming in and taking out and sending back those who have criminal backgrounds, are wanted for criminal acts, or even worse, have violent ties to gangs?
I'm sure that they're not. And I'm sure that you'll hear people say that there are people who are opposed to it. But for the majority of the citizens here in Chicago, we're not opposed to it. Let me tell you something. Our mayor is intent on protecting people who come from other places. We need our mayor to be intent on protecting the people who were born here, the people who were raised here, the people who have stake. And not that those people don't have stakes in these communities, but for those of us who have been fighting tirelessly to bring about change in our communities and have been told time after time again that there's no money, and to watch billions being spent on people who are not from here is a problem for most of Chicago. And it must be a problem for most of the country, because you can tell that in the way that people voted.
Yeah. And we hear the frustration and the urgency in your voice, and the numbers back up your concern. This is the total number of migrants in your city that have come in through December 18th. The influx topping 51,000, just to give people an idea of what the city of Chicago has been dealing with. And to your point about the spending and how much this is costing the city in just a 2-year period, just over a 2-year period, $630 million. And Kata, I know you have been pointing out all that money that is being taken away from improving the school situation, the healthcare system. Obviously, the streets are dealing with a lot of crime. Final thought from you.
Wow. Final thoughts are, Tom Homan, you are welcome. I voted for President Trump. And let me tell you something. I was one of those lifelong Democrats. I started voting at 18, voted in every election, voted Democrat in every election, except this last one, because I'm just tired. I'm tired of the same old thing happening from the Democratic Party. I'm so glad that President Trump is now delivering on some of his promises. I heard Stephen Smith ask this earlier on Bill Maher's show. What has the Democrats delivered for us lately?
That is an important message and an important question right now.
Trump cleaning up. The people ask for him. That's what the people want. And those people from the streets.
Boy, I'm so, how is this so hard to understand? It is not legal to come over without the proper documentation. You can't, anything past that, you can't discuss because you shouldn't have been here. Imagine someone breaking into your house and then being able to take you to court and say he's not feeding me properly. You broke in my house. You don't get anything to eat. I don't even want you here. How?
Real shit.
You're illegal. And then when I call the cops, they say, nah, we gotta protect that. We gotta let them live. What are you talking about? Live where? Oh man.
That's right.
This is the Twilight Zone, bro.
It is.
This is the Twilight Zone, bro. Because of the name wrapped around common sense, you refuse to have it.
That's a good one there.
Because of the name wrapped around common sense, you don't want to have it. Just because you say they racist, they don't like me. Bro, Democrats don't like you either. You have to wake up, please. We're not here for liking. We're here to get things done. Mr. Rogers, what's wrong with him, bro?
Man, listen. America first. The people have spoken, and Trump is doing his job. He's actually the first president in my lifetime I seen came in the chair doing his job. He was doing his job before he got in the chair. Telling everybody to come back to work, sign executive orders, freeing hostages. The man didn't even sleep yet, bro. It ain't been 2 weeks and the man didn't sleep yet. He working. That's what I like to see. That's what we want as a president.
Oh man. I saw another article. I think we could just tie this in real quick. Let me know in the comments or in this video if you heard about the Fort Worth substitute teacher. There was a Fort Worth substitute teacher. He is currently, hold on, let me get my phone here. A Fort Worth substitute teacher is under investigation after inviting ICE to raid his school because his students don't even speak English, according to quotes. I have many students who don't even speak English, and they are in the 10th and 11th grade. They have to communicate through their iPhone translator with me. The U.S. Department of Education should totally overhaul our school system in Texas too, the Post said. Fort Worth Independent School District officials launched an investigation. 2/3 of Fort Worth public school students are Hispanic, and more than 1 in 3 students is learning English as a second language. So with that being said, it seems like it's going to be kind of tough to wrangle that or to, fix that. It's still more to this. The district responded to this,
Okay.
Mr. Rogers. So they said Fort Worth Independent School District responded quickly, acknowledging the seriousness of the situation. They announced that the teacher would not be allowed back on campus while a thorough investigation takes place. The district reiterated its commitment to fostering a positive and supportive environment for all students, regardless of their backgrounds. The swift response from FWISD, which is the Fort Worth Independent School District, aligns with the district's stated values of inclusivity. However, it also highlights the challenges schools face in addressing discriminatory behavior while navigating broader cultural and political tensions around immigration. Now, it also says this here. I don't know if I want to get through this whole article here. I might just drop it in the comments for you. But there is different implications and the teachers' comments on it as well. They had things to say too, Mr. Rogers. What do you think about this guy? I believe his
He,
name was what's his name? Jason Buchanan. And I'll
my
bring
hero.
I'll put his
That's my hero. Because to come in this country, you got to speak English. This is America and America first, and it requires you to learn English. And if you're in the 10th or the 11th grade, you ought to be speaking English. You shouldn't have to come to me with no translator because I'm in America. You know what I'm saying? We're not having that. If I was at some, I call ICE too. If I'm in a classroom full of people, and there was black speaking Swahili. It's English here. I'm calling them. Come get them.
Oh man!
And if you got your papers, you ain't got to worry about it, but you got to learn English. This is America. We're not substituting nobody else. This is an English country. You come over here, those are the rules you must abide by. We ain't changing the rules for whoever come in this country. Because they come in this country because they like this country and like what we stand for. And we stand for English speaking people. You got to learn it. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm on the wall about it.
Lie detector test determined that was a lie. You said no, the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Now, I'm all for bilingual, trilingual, multilingual. I'm trying to learn the language myself. I'm all for that. I'm all for being able to speak multiple languages. But if you have no English in your vocabulary, that is I just keep putting yourself, just think about this. Think about yourself somewhere else. Now, it just so happens that English tends to be a more powerful language. People tend to learn it. But if you're somewhere else and you don't speak the language, that's kind of on you, you know. So I'm on the wall with it. I hate how it sounds. Truthfully, I'm gonna be honest. I'm in my Democratic feelings. I hate to say, but I do kind of hate how that sound. But at the same time, you right. I mean, if that's the stipulation, if that's what you have to do, I say do what you got to do to get where you want to be. And if that's what it take to get here,
oh, America.
that's what it take to get here. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, so Mr. Buchanan, I mean, I'm sure that the Trump administration, and I'm sure that some other Trump people, maybe even people watching this podcast, they'll probably want to send you some money. But before you send him anything, make sure y'all check out that Black Light TV merch. Make sure you check out that Never Two podcast merch. We do have that store open. Make sure y'all check out the membership. We do have a membership available. We're gonna be dropping behind the scenes footage. We're going to be dropping the think tanks and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Then you will have input on what we talk about. If y'all have any suggestions, anything y'all want us to talk about, any news articles or funny videos, because listen, I'm reacting to everything. I watch everything. I want y'all to see what I look at, but I also want to see what some of you look at. Let me react to something new. If you send it to me, Mr. Rogers, or Big 12, one of anywhere who's available at the moment, we'll pull it up, we'll watch it, we'll joke on it, we'll talk about it, and it'll be fun. Trust me. Politics is not the whole channel, but we are on current events, and politics is a greater current event than Diddy and Jay-Z and ASAP Rocky, in our opinion.
Right.
I haven't seen the ASAP Rocky, but if y'all want us to cover the ASAP Rocky, or if y'all want us to cover something else, something more hip hop, yo, we everywhere, man. We everywhere. We do all of it now, regardless of the fact that how we disdain a lot of it now. It won't it won't deflect the fact that we will react to it. You feel me? I think that's about it. You know, selling ourselves a little bit. You know,
To give y'all a quick update.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out the other stuff on the channel. It's not just reactions. We got other videos, and you know, once those get the ball rolling, I'll start doing more of those. The Hollywood gems, the interesting stories, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. So make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. We got the vibe, you know.
That's it.
We got Mr. Rogers here. He's full-blooded red American.
I know,
You know what I'm
that's right.
saying? So, you know, we gonna keep we gotta follow it all. We gotta watch Fox News a little bit. So tell us to send us a sponsorship. Blacklight TV. You know what I'm saying?
We out.
We out, man. Y'all already know who he is, man. Take it easy. Peace.
Yeah.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Listen up. Welcome to the show. It's Blacklight TV. Current vibes, all the news that you need. In this world changing, keep your soul light. Stay with us, we'll get you through the night.